The Hermes Agent is a powerful autonomous assistant that runs on your own server. You can talk to it from a terminal, any messenger app, or the brand new Hermes WebUI that lives in a browser. The WebUI offers the same experience you get from the command line client, but with a lightweight dark theme and no build step, just Python and vanilla JavaScript. When you open the WebUI, you see a 3-pane layout. On the left is a sidebar that lets you switch sessions, see a little context ring that shows how many tokens you're using, and access the Hermes Control Center. The central pane is the chat window, and on the right you can browse files in your workspace. The tiny footer at the bottom of the chat lets you pick a model, choose a profile, and access the workspace controls, so you never have to leave the conversation to run a script or open a file. Hermes is designed to remember everything between sessions. Unlike most AI tools that start fresh every time, Hermes keeps a persistent memory in a small skills system. That means it learns your preferences, conventions, and even your custom procedures so it can be more helpful the longer it runs. It also runs scheduled jobs, called cron jobs, so even when you're offline your agent can perform tasks and deliver the results to Slack, Discord, email, and more. Hermes supports more than 10 messaging platforms. If you use the CLI on your server, you can also chat from a phone, tablet, or any other phone-ready interface that supports a chat box. It works out of the box with OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, DeepSeek, OpenRouter, and other major providers. All of your data, chats, memory, and the agent's own skill library lives on the machine where you run the agent, so you have full control over your information. If you're looking for a quick start, just clone the repository, run a bootstrap script, and hop into your browser. The start sh script will detect where your agent lives, find the correct Python interpreter, and launch the web server. By default, the server listens on the loopback address, but you can expose it publicly either through an SSH tunnel, reverse proxy, or a VPN like Tailscale. If you want Tailscale, you only need to start the server on all interfaces with a password. The app will then be reachable from any device on the same private network. Running Hermes inside Docker is also very easy. A single container image is provided. After pulling the image, you just need to mount your Hermes directory so the agent can read and write state, and optionally mount the workspace directory if you want the UI to see your project files. The Docker image will automatically detect your UID and GID so you don't run into FILA ownership problems. If you want more separation between the agent and the WebUI, you can use the 2 or 3 container compose files the project ships with. In that setup, the agent runs in one container, the gateway runs in another, and the WebUI runs in a third. For developers, Hermes is full of hooks. There is an official onboarding wizard that walks you through setting up a provider, configuring your local model server, and optimizing cron jobs. You can also add pre-fill messages so the WebUI can supply a short context snippet whenever a new session starts, useful if you keep long documents in a third-party note system. If you run the agent behind an HTTPS reverse proxy, the WebUI automatically adapts to the environment and can even validate an API key for gateway-backed requests. Below the core features, there are a few other interesting things you can do. The chat supports streaming responses through server-sent events, so you see tokens pop up the moment they're generated. You can use / commands to clear chat, compress a topic, change the model, or request a new workspace. The UI also displays a health indicator, supports downloading conversation transcripts as Markdown, and lets you annotate or export a session as raw JSON if you need to feed it back into a pipeline. If you want to dig deeper into the code, the repo contains a comprehensive set of automated tests, Docker files, and a strong focus on security, things like CSP headers, rate limiting on login, and signed session cookies. The accompanying documentation and a component hierarchy diagram give you a clear picture of how the frontend, backend, and agent orchestration all fit together. The Hermes WebUI is open source under the MIT license and is supported by a vibrant community of over 100 contributors. The latest release brings several new themes, improved voice input, better Markdown rendering, and performance tweaks for large conversations. Whether you're a developer looking to integrate an autonomous assistant into your tech stack or a non-technical user who wants a smarter notebook, Hermes gives you a self-hosted, privacy-first solution that learns with you over time.